Welcome to Berated, B-Rated Movies.
Yes.
I'm Anthony.
That's a new one. Yes. And I am Brian.
And tonight we have with us Donnie.
What up? I'm Donnie.
He's our guest B-Rater tonight.
Yes. He's going to be berating these B-Rated with us.
I actually did look that up to see if that was a word.
Hell yeah.
But then I couldn't find it anywhere in like any synonym dictionary or anything like that. But then I was like, this is a fucking podcast. Who cares?
Hell yeah. Berated? That's a real word.
So, well, no, B-Rater.
Oh, then hell yeah, B-Rater.
So it's our word. It's a word because we said so.
Yeah. But elephant in the room.
Okay.
We changed our name.
Yes.
Because it was brought to our attention by one of our listeners, Jessica, that there was another group of people that decided to take a very, 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 very similar name.
They were kind of name adjacent.
Yes, to ours. And it's funny because they even messaged us when we first started. But anyways, so
and then they didn't get out of the way. But it's cool.
They don't get any what is it?
Any credit?
Yeah.
Any acknowledgement, I feel like.
Yeah. I think we put in the work and everything, and they just came in and tried to do something. And then, you've said you listened to a couple of their, and they wanted to do the exact same stuff as ours. Sorry that,
Yeah.
we were born with big nuts, but
it was a little annoying.
Mm-hmm. So, thankfully, we came up with a new name, Berated, B-Rated Movies. Nobody else has that name yet. We did a lot of research we threw a couple names out there. We threw more than a couple names.
Yeah, there was a few. Quite a few.
We were thinking about doing polls. We were thinking about doing all this stuff. And then what it came down to, we had to choose the name that didn't have anything close to it yet. So, Berated, B-Rated Movies.
I feel like it's very specific, so we should be okay.
Yeah. So, now
Fingers crossed.
I'm sorry?
Fingers crossed.
Yes, right?
I mean, we could always, thank them for helping us find a shorter, catchier name.
Right.
Because we kind of probably needed that anyways. I mean, I did look up how, if you could send a bag of dicks to somebody. And you can. Because I had heard about it because, what was it, when, Clive and Bundy and those guys were, holed up in their... What is it? Their Wyoming ranch or whatever it was.
Oh yeah,
the public lands.
The public lands feud. Somebody sent them a bag of dicks.
No, Donnie.
And they were on a live feed, on
when they opened it.
They were opening things that people sent them. It was on a live feed, and the guy that opened it flipped out, got all pissed off. How dare you send me a bag of dicks?
No, Donnie, what was that?
Can you imagine the ego shot to that? It's like, oh, this is probably from one of our big supporters. And they open it up,
Here's
and
some
it's
fan
literally
mail
a bag
for
of
me
dicks.
again.
You're like, God damn it!
They got me again, Carl.
It's not funny.
Yeah,
Not in front of my rebels.
What was that?
Yeah, it was a bag of a huge bag of gummy dicks.
But he's like, I can't tell myself from gummies. I love them.
I love them almost as much as I love dicks. Cut that out of the video.
Cut it. Wait, you didn't get that, did you? But what was that one that you were telling me about?
Oh, cat facts.
Yeah.
So one of my good buddies, Joe, he was a victim of this, and this was actually pretty damn funny. But apparently, there's a service out there. This is probably a free shout out to that service, but yeah, cat facts. You can basically hire this company. You give them whoever's friends or acquaintance or enemies phone number.
Pretty good.
And they will literally, depending on the package that you sign up for, they will call, email, text, random cat facts on a different frequency throughout the day.
On the hour.
And it is pretty hilarious. I actually did learn some shit. I can't remember off the top of my head at the moment, but that was pretty damn funny.
At first, I'd be like, if my wife was like, hey, who just texted you? I'd be like, I don't know, some random number talking about cats do not have 9 lives. I'd be like, who the fuck is this? Why are you texting me? And then all of a sudden, the next hour, I'd be like, ding, cats like to land on their feet or something. I'd be like, what the hell is going on? But then throughout, like, I just couldn't.
It was such a wide range of emotion. At first, he's like, "Oh, a wrong number." Then he's like, "What the hell? This person is texting me again." And then by like text 5 or 6, that's when he knew. He's like, "All right, someone's fucking with me right now." But god damn it, these cat facts are pretty damn funny.
It seems like a pretty legit thing.
It seems like a pretty fun thing if you don't like hate the person
Or cats.
or cat.
We should get that. We should get those other people's number.
Which I think there was like a whole documentary on Netflix, one of those crime docs.
You don't fuck with cats.
Yeah, I love that one.
That one was intense.
That guy was something else.
He's nuts.
Yeah.
But good for the people that put it together. Like, oh, that wallpaper, that's 100% in like, where is he? Like Russia, and like they only sell that wallpaper there. And then somebody's like, yeah, look at the electrical outlet. That's for sure this way, and like all this stuff. And you're just like, holy shit! Like the people get together and do that.
I know.
Like we pay attention to the details of the movies, but like we were just talking about I'm not going to spoil that one that I was talking about earlier, but yeah. So,
just going to say, I was thinking about that cat show randomly. It's funny that it was brought up today, but Brian was just mentioning how they were able to track all that stuff down. And I feel like, man, there's got to be like online communities where they intentionally set up challenges like that. Because the fact that they were able to literally, like, from that little video, how they tracked everything down.
Yes.
Like there's got to be online communities who like intentionally set it up. I mean, not like crimes or anything by any means, but it's like, hey, can you guys solve this problem? And you just have all these online sleuths. Like that has to happen, right?
It's like police officers that can't do it. He's like, oh, all right, let's just go to the internet. We'll post this on fucking TikTok. So,
I'll get my paycheck.
Well, it was like that other one. What was it? The one about the Cecil Hotel. The girl that jumped into the water tank.
That one is still fucking nuts.
That was all sleuths. Like they figured a lot of that out. That
Just
wasn't the cops mostly.
Some random girl goes into this elevator, and she's like looking all scary. Like, she's not looking scary. She's looking scared. So she's like dipping her head in and out of the elevator.
Yeah.
Slim Dickens.
Pushing the buttons frantically. I think, in a second we'll announce what we're drinking.
Oh, yeah.
But she's, looking scared and everything like that. And that's the last videos they have of her. It's her acting all weird and like freaked out in an elevator. And then something was going on, and all of a sudden everybody in the hotel started complaining that their water tasted like shit and all this stuff. And so like, what the fuck? So then finally they go up onto the roof where there was like this water tower. Somehow her body was in there. Yeah. It's like one of like the top 10 like unsolved like crazy paranormal activity.
Okay,
like,
so
yeah,
speaking of the paranormal part, I was kind of hoping you would get there. Like I was listening to Talk is Jericho, and Chris Jericho had on
the wrestler.
No, he had on one of the guys from Ghost Adventures.
Jesus,
one of Zach's buddies.
Okay,
yeah, it was like one of Zach's buddies. Like he had on that guy, and like he was like, we did an investigation. I think it was a ghost. It's like, no, like it
was Bigfoot.
It was a girl that was off her meds. She was bipolar.
But just how the hell? Like that's the crazy part.
Or she was on drugs.
Well,
but it's just
that could go with the bipolar. That's the thing. It's like when you talk about bipolar people, it's like especially when you're dealing with like extreme bipolar. Like you have to be on a lot of meds, and it mutes you. It basically like takes your 10 and puts it down to a 2. And okay, what was it like? So basically, they go off their meds, they go on their meds, they go off their meds, they go on their meds, and when they're like off and on, like they'll do drugs because you need something to bring you down.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah, and then you deal with the people that are dealing with uppers and downers, because if you have too many uppers, then you might start to feel crazy, so you take some downers. But like with her, all of her behaviors, like she even went to the show where she was in the audience and they said she was laughing too much and trying to be too interactive. That sounds like a manic phase.
Well, it's just like I said, like, it's just crazy that they couldn't figure out how she got into that tower, whatever. But, well, I think that's a perfect transition. All these people on the internet and everything solving crimes, because what are we watching tonight?
Maniac Cop.
Maniac Cop. Great transition.
The immortal
So,
Bruce Campbell.
yes, this was another one of those ones where Anthony all of a sudden is like, hey, let's do this. And so I called up Donnie. Donnie's like, yeah, I'll come by. And I kind of set Donnie, I don't want to say set him up for failure, right?
No, I mean, I'm coming in blind. I'm shooting
Yes.
off the hip.
I think that's the best thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll watch the previews for him, you know, and then I'll base my entire thought of the entire movie from here on out off of the preview, where I didn't even let Donnie watch the preview. I was like, no, just trust me. Grab this and let's go. So, brings us to what's in our cups. I decided I brought this one over, so I'll tell it.
Yeah.
I decided that tonight too, since we are changing our name officially to Berated, B-rated, that I brought over a bottle of Kraken rum.
Pretty smooth.
It's
And isn't this a different variation or different flavor of it? Or is this just standard? I thought the label was a little bit different than the normal
it
bottle.
said Kraken something Las Vegas.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a Las Vegas bottle on this one. It could just be a different flavor, but
So
I
that
would not know.
the flavor I'm tasting is sin and guilt
I think it's
from being in Vegas.
And the remnants of a dust
It's
storm.
like, huh?
Jesus. The
It's
dust
rum,
storm.
sin, and probably hepatitis.
Which on
I
the
think
way
it's horse and
back from
gambling.
picking up Levi, I think I had to drive around like 6 tree branches.
Yeah, I went to
Those are
dropping my
badass
son.
trees, too.
Yeah, my son's school is 1.9 miles away from us. Half of that is just desert.
Yeah.
So the other half of it, 15 trees, no exaggeration, 15 trees were knocked over and everything like that. I think it's just because, you know, the roots just don't get deep enough or something. But yeah, drinking Kraken. Kraken with Las Vegas. And how you said it's smooth. It is smooth, but what is this, Donnie? Like a 84 proof, 94 proof? It's very strong.
I think normal Kraken is 90 proof. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure there's going to be some internet people where it's like, no, we looked it up. It's different.
Yeah,
but
well,
it's,
you can tell
it's a little bit stronger.
we're
We are
almost
not a factual
done.
podcast.
We're almost done, so we'll double check with it when we take a break in a second to refill.
Yeah.
But we're drinking Kraken to get the new name Kraken, I guess. But it's very smooth, but it creeps up on you very. So I normally, like I said, do my 50-50s. I think I'm doing 40-60 right now.
Oh, okay.
But after it hits you, then I'll probably get back to 50-50 or even 60-40. And then
It's kind of
just
like if you go to New Orleans and you get a hand grenade.
Nolans.
Yeah, like if you go down to Bourbon Street, they have these big, like these long glasses, and it's shaped like a hand grenade at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, you've seen those. Yeah.
Been there, tried it.
Done that.
Man, New Orleans was one of the funnest times, but that humidity is next level. Like I've been to South Texas, like Houston, Kingsville,
Dude.
Corpus Christi, all that, but New Orleans, like we stayed one block up from Bourbon Street, and so from our hotel to that very front entrance, I had soaked through a t-shirt and jeans. I went to the gift shop and bought a tank top and some
Good.
tourist shorts because I was perspiring rather profusely.
Dude, I remember the first time I ever hit humidity like that. It was in Corpus Christi. I was driving, and I was like, oh, it's 10:30 at night. I don't need to be driving around with my AC on in this truck. So I rolled the truck window down, and I like to drive at 10 and... Is it 10 and 2? Yeah, 10 and 2. And so my arm got tired, so I moved it, and my steering wheel literally was like dripping like water.
Oh, my God.
I was like, what the hell? And so I got confused, and I was driving some more, and I was like, what the hell? And I moved my hand again. Yeah, and so I was like, fuck this. Rolled the window up. But then we get over to our aunt's house is where we were going. I was like, what the fuck's the matter with your weather? She's like, that's humidity. I was like, if you tell me that story, if I would have, like, Donnie, if you would have told me that story right now, I would have been like, The fuck you talking about, man? I've never. That was the first time I ever hit that humidity. Was, goddamn, what was I? 22 years old. Is when I hit that humidity.
Are you sure that wasn't puberty?
It might have been puberty. It did. Zing.
You know, you were a late bloomer.
There we go.
It was like that in what was it, Leesville, when I was stationed at Fort Polk. It was in the summer it would
Polk
be
fish.
No,
No, just kidding.
it would be like 95% humidity in the
Good
summer.
Yeah.
God.
So you'd wake up at 6 in the morning and it's like 90 degrees out and you're sweating your ass off.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you even shower?
No thanks. I'll keep my dry desert heat.
That was the joke. It was like take a shower, walk out your door, and need to take another shower. But like in the winter, the humidity would still be there, but then it would be like,
Would you freeze?
yeah, it would end up being like 12 degrees. Like, so you're in your winters, but like you can feel it through everything.
Yeah.
So
And,
like
Yeah.
they have the highest. What the hell? The highest frostbite percentage.
Oh yeah, we had to
per
give the
capita.
frostbite like you know how like there's that episode of The Office where they do the yearly like warning thing like seasonal depression and carpal tunnel. That one.
You have flat butt syndrome, Michael.
Like we had to do those like the frostbite warnings. Like
What the?
yeah, like we had to warn about frostbite. We had to warn about there was a few other ones like was it trench foot?
Good
Oh my
Where
God.
basically like
Yeah.
you're wearing a wet boot.
Yeah.
You step in water, your boot gets wet, you come out of the cold, and you're still wearing the boot for like 8-9 hours. Like your toes or your foot can go necrotic.
Yeah.
It's gross.
But it doesn't happen that often anymore because, you know, we're not in World War II in the middle of Italy, in the middle of nowhere. You know, so it's more of just like a general warning.
That happened a shitload in Vietnam too, didn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
not trying to go into history lessons here,
Yeah.
but I did read into some of those cases where
Dude.
dudes were like legit losing toes and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
massive
done it.
chunks of their foot.
Yeah, you guys were living in Alaska for a while. And then here's how, I guess, naive I am. Like, I recently saw a video of somebody who had a frostbite. And I, like, instantly called Donnie. I was like, dude, have you seen this? He's like, yeah, bro. Like, that's what frostbite looks like. I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen this shit.
Oh, it's gnarly. Like legit turns your skin black. I mean, it's dead.
Dude, man, again.
When it goes black, they have to amputate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah, I just saw that video and I was like, is this real?
And
Shit's...
you have to learn to walk without toes, which I've seen it and it's super fun.
You can't walk without your pinky toe, right? That's your balance? Right? I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
I mean, that might be a myth. I'm pretty sure you could still walk.
But,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
think you're good without your pinky toe.
You might have to get like reacclimated to how your weight's distributed, but it's
You
not
think
like
you
you're
get a
going to just
discount?
start walking in circles.
You're not going to do fast circles anymore.
Could you imagine that? Like, God damn it, there's another thing that goes off topic. Like, if you're like stuck like out in the middle of the desert, the reason why you get lost and everything is because you're like, if you're right-handed, your right stride is bigger than your left stride. And so you potentially, if the radius is big enough, you're going to walk around in a circle.
Okay.
Because your right stride is bigger than your left stride, or if you're left-handed, your left stride is bigger than your right stride.
Okay.
So you potentially will walk in a circle, right? And so I forgot what my point was because I'm almost to the
Walking in a circle because
this.
of
Oh,
amputated toes.
yeah, because the toes. So if you like cut your like right pinky toe off, instead of circling like counterclockwise, if like your right pinky toe was cut off, would you circle clockwise?
So you're going to like reverse NASCAR it?
Right? Like we knew somebody, Donnie knows this person. We knew somebody that would always wear their watch on their right wrist. And we're just like, dude, switch it. You need to wear your watch on your left
I
wrist.
used to do that when I was in junior high, and people would be like, "Why are you wearing your watch on your right?"
Well, this person switched it, and when they went to go take a left turn, they'd turn right. And when they'd go and when they were driving, it was like opposite. They got into like 3 car wrecks right in front of their house because they lived on a fork in the road.
Okay.
And whenever they would need to go left, they'd like turn right for some reason. We're like, what the hell? Yeah.
You sure they weren't drunk?
No, I'll tell you. I don't want to drop names, but I'll tell you after. Yeah, my cup's almost empty, so that's a sign that the movie's about to start.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a break for a sec. Go refill our cups.
And
Kraken.
begin.
Yeah, we'll come back and we'll tell you what the proof is on the Kraken.
All right.
And how Donnie said Las Vegas something. Yes.
All right, we'll be back. The beginning of Maniac Cop.
Is this all right? That's a 6-shooter.
All right, and we're back with the beginning of Maniac Cop.
Hell yeah. So, I think with the, whatchamacallit, Kraken, Don mentioned earlier, it's Kraken Attacks Las Vegas, and it is 94 proof.
I don't think it's a different variation, though. Pretty sure it's just a different label for the bottle.
It's a limited edition, it says, so it does sneak up on you, for sure.
Could just be the proof.
I think it's just the smooth taste. All right. So it's going through.
We're in the credits, and
What the fuck?
we see
Oh,
a cop putting on his uniform.
I mean, it could just be somebody wearing white gloves and putting a clip on their tie.
These look like
Nope, just kidding. That's a police badge that he just put on.
yeah, these look like if they're wearing the gloves, that's an official deal.
Isn't he in the
right?
Marines?
Well, like no, I think the gloves are. I don't know much about the cops, but I'm assuming it's literally like official, like funeral details, stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure white gloves are ceremonial.
Yeah, it's
I thought
you
they were-
don't see those like if somebody's pulling somebody over.
No.
I thought they were just going to see how dusty somebody's shit was.
And Shaft is in this movie.
This isn't
Shut
the
up.
military.
Richard Roundtree.
Fucking
Not Samuel
shut your
L.
mouth. Goddamn Shaft. So the entire opening
Will
sequence.
Smith is in this?
William. So I like how it's like 2 seconds of the guy moving and then he pauses. Oh,
There's
see,
a lot,
and there it
lots
goes.
of pauses here, like dramatic pauses.
Get a zoom in on my gun when I put a bullet in it. He only put 2 bullets in that 6-shooter. Like,
He's that confident.
oh, and then it just paused again of him putting it into the gun, into the holster. Yeah. Now what the hell is that? Oh, his handcuffs. Those are shitty ones. The chain ones instead of like the...
Oh, the ones with like the big lock.
Yeah,
in
like the
middle?
link or whatever in the middle.
So when was this movie made? I'm assuming.
1988.
Okay.
This is super old school.
What the hell is that? A mace?
That's like an ammo. It looks like ammo.
Yeah, it's an extra 6-shooter clip.
Yeah. Just in case you have time.
Just in case you have 4 minutes to reload quickly.
Hurry, get it out of the case. What the hell is that?
Which is why I've always secretly wanted them to make like a Call of Duty Civil War. Like reloads would take forever.
Jesus.
Like put the bullets in, put the gunpowder, stuff
You
it
have
in.
to time out. Time out, guys.
Like you can't shoot me right now. This doesn't count.
Yeah, what's the paper call that you put in
Oh yeah,
before the bullet?
the wadding or the packing paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
always
have to
think,
spark the flint
Yeah.
and blow on it. Get it going, get it going.
ooh, now we're seeing something. Now
So
they're
we're
at
in
a bar.
like a CD bar, the ones with like the cheap Budweiser light over the pool table.
Nope. We've got this girl. Do you think she's going to die quickly, or do you think she's going to be a main character? Well,
She's for sure dying. So basically, she's leaving the bar and she's spurring all these advances. Spurning, right?
Yeah.
All right. Apparently, the Kraken's doing its job, but
That is great.
multiple
94.
people offered her rides, and she was being snooty and said she'd rather risk her shot with some muggers.
Ugh,
Which
she
essentially
really said that
means-
shit.
She's going to be the first to die, probably gruesomely.
This
I
is
can
how
see
Batman came along.
I'm Batman.
This actually does have the feel of the Michael Keaton Batman.
It does.
Yeah. Just walking, and then they're still zooming in on her.
Minus those fancy London streets.
Pink jacket, gray skirt. damn, that old ass, what the hell kind of car is that? Station wagon. God damn, Kraken. There's only a second drink.
And she gets grabbed in the ankle by some random street thug.
What the fuck?
Oh, and it's like the black guy who looks like he's from the Thriller video.
Do you know how pissed I would get if I'm just walking and somebody like snake bites me like on my Achilles tendon or tries to give me a flat tire manually?
So,
Uh-oh.
this girl just beat up her would-be attackers or would-be muggers with her purse.
And then there's that guy across the street who's just so indifferent.
That was Fat Lou Diamond Phillips. He didn't know.
It's like, I'm about to help her.
And then he saw her whoop their asses. Oh, and now she's running. But damn, shout out to her. She's running in high heels.
Oh yeah, she's trucking it too. She's doing good.
I mean,
But-
they're probably only 4-inch, so it's not as impressive as a 6-inch.
But I'd like to point
So I've been
out
told.
So she gets the Russian score.
Donnie runs in fucking
gymnastics.
high heels all the time. That's how his calves. He's got like a 4.5 foot vertical. He does.
I think
And
you
now
missed
we
the
know
joke
why.
between 4 and 6-inch, but it's
Oh, I'm sorry. I
neither
didn't give
here
me
nor
enough.
there.
I didn't give me enough.
So she's hiding in the gate. This largely complicated gate. I think they're by a Central Park.
But I would
Or
like to
a
point
park.
out how shitty their lights are in this in the streets that they're at.
Oh, this is poorly lit.
Dude.
I mean, it's also in the 80s, so it's before LED.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess I could see that. It's like, do not, no matter what, our New York budget does not allow the city to be illuminated.
Ever.
Like it's, oh, uh-oh. I think that's where her downfall is.
Yeah,
She's running, screaming for the officer.
Yeah, she's still getting chased. She's running for help. She sees an officer. And obviously, with this being a Maniac Cop, it's probably not the one she wants to find.
And she found the wrong one.
If that cop literally has a fucking sword on his hip, good God.
Double hand chokes her.
Oh, just broke her neck.
Like he's the Undertaker.
I was just going to say that. He, Undertaker, lifted her off the ground,
Yeah.
But did you
broke her
see?
neck, and now the muggers are sad. It's like, God damn it, that was our fresh catch of the night.
Exactly. The muggers were like, oh, Manic Cop got another one. I did like grabbed her by the neck, and then he threw her by the neck and launched her like, really?
It was like a super quick neck snap too. It was like he was snapping a chicken bone.
Steven Seagal?
I just feel like the throw was so unnecessary. Like, you literally just snapped her neck. You could have just dropped her and walked away, but he's
Gotta like
he's
throw
really
No,
angry.
if he dropped
wanted
her,
to prove
it
a
would've-
point.
just throw the fuck you on the end.
it would have hurt her ankles, even though she's dead. So throwing her. I really think that guy could have been Batman.
It would have been funny if you threw her and actually popped her neck back into place. She's like, what the
She
fuck just
gets up
happened?
and takes off
She
running.
gets up and keeps running.
I'm alive. It's a miracle.
Yeah.
So the cops are
Oh
walking
my
into the morgue
God.
down the darkly
There's
lit.
no fucking way that's a woman's body. You see those big ass fucking feet?
I was just going to say that.
Jesus.
Unless that chick was a 14 in men's.
Yeah.
And that
There's
guy's
no
mullet.
way.
Mortuary mullet man.
Is that a mullet wig?
It looks like a wig.
Shut the fuck up. That really was the woman?
That was her.
There is no goddamn way.
Unless they like filmed her face but not the body.
Unless it turns out to be one of those other bloody Bible where's the man?
So investigators are saying her neck was snapped so violently that there's no way that the muggers could have done it. And now they're just straight perplexed.
There's
Okay,
there's
but-
no way two men could have broken her neck.
How do they know the hand strength of these muggers just from driving them away from the scene of the crime?
Have you
how
ever
did
heard
they
of a
know her
double
neck
Dutch
was
rudder?
broken from hands? Like, there's literally no bruising on the
Yeah.
corpse.
This is very confusing. This is very crappy police work.
Gray hair and mustaches, though.
Yeah.
That guy's hair and mustache is real.
He's got
Look
that-
at those feet. They're still goddamn men's size 14.
He's got like that 80s newscaster hair.
And
On
he's
point.
so pissed. He's
for
looking at
sure.
her. Then
Probably does do the weather from 8 to 9.
Yeah.
The evening weather report.
Back in the 80s, they had to have 2 jobs.
Yeah. He's Dallas Reigns.
It is. It's just like Michael Keaton and the other guys. He goes to Bed Bath Beyond. He's like, there's a rapist out there, or mugger, there's this. And he's like, stay away.
My favorite part is when he gives Will Ferrell the rape whistle.
Yeah. And he's like, you know what? Just give it back to me. Uh-oh.
So now we have some young lovers in the classic 1980s muscle car.
When that guy has a Joey Lawrence haircut. Oh, give me a smooch.
Leans in for a kiss.
Right here at the red light. And then the police officer with the white gloves and his billy club.
Wouldn't that be like a tip-off? The police officer's coming with white gloves on? It's a little weird, right?
And the fact that there's no cop lights. Literally, a cop just showed up.
What if it's cold outside? Yeah. Those for sure. I've only seen those gloves in like the Marines when like they're inspecting the other person's rifle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I guess, yeah, never mind. You guys did say at the beginning of the funeral.
Ceremonial.
Yeah, it's very ceremonial. Like, you wouldn't wear those in public because they'd get dirty real quick.
God, I hope this guy just breaks out to like a YMCA dance.
Calls him out of the car.
Non-verbal, by the way. He literally just waves his fingers.
And points at the ground with his stick.
And
he does have
pulls a knife out from the billy club.
Slashes him in the face.
Bitch slapped him. He's got to keep his pimp hands strong. Holy shit.
And throws him...
Say about 12 to 15 feet.
One-handed.
Really far, yeah.
Up above the car onto the windshield. How'd she get blood all over her face?
So I'm just not sure if she realizes that turning on the windshield wipers isn't going to fix a cracked windshield.
Yeah. How is that car driving? She's in the passenger seat. What? In the passenger seat and just put it in drive?
No, she jumped over. She jumped over.
Oh, yeah. All right. I must have missed that.
She's got everybody. Some survival instincts.
Good for her.
Not many, but some. Now we're about to meet the police chief.
I just don't understand why she turned on the windshield wipers for a shattered windshield. She's like, I need to see better.
Right. The spider web will go away.
We get Shaft.
Oh, there he is. He's getting too old for this, Carl. She's going to say that. If that line is in this movie.
He's talking to TV newscaster policeman.
I think legally you have to, if you have a police officer in a movie, you have to say, I'm getting too old for this. And if you don't, then they don't take you seriously.
So they already assume it's a cop?
They have interviewed the girl who got away, and she said it was an officer.
Okay.
What girl?
So basically what's happening is the cop, the beat cop, what's the actor's name again?
Bruce?
Oh,
no?
That guy.
This guy, I don't know his name, but
okay.
I was going with TV newscaster.
Yeah, so TV newscaster. He gets pulled into the commissioner's office.
Rivera. And then Shaft is the...
Yeah, Shaft. Commissioner Shaft or Commiss Shaft.
Comma Shaft. Mm-hmm. So Shaft and the Alex Trebek are talking.
Older Alex Trebek. So he tells him he must be crazy, that it couldn't have been a cop.
He's like, the gun went off. He was killed in line of duty. He's getting too old for this. It was just one day before his retirement.
It's always one day before the retirement, right?
So, like, if I was ever going to retire, I'd be like, hey, I'm set to retire on, like, Friday. Can I just do it on Thursday? Because I know something's going to fucking happen.
On Friday. Right? Yeah. Somebody else can deal with that.
All right, so apparently there's some friction with the newscaster cop. He's getting ready to retire. He never shot his gun. And then 10 days before retirement, it randomly went off. I don't know if I missed it, but supposedly he might have shot his partner.
Maybe he did a desk pop.
It's like, damn it, they got me again. They're so convincing.
Dude, and look at this. This guy's walking down the streets again and no goddamn lights.
So is that an instrument, a musical instrument of some sort in his hand?
For sure, that's got to be at least a saxophone.
Or like Desperado.
It could be. This ain't a gun, it's a Glock.
Antonio Banderas pops out and...
Uh-oh.
And here comes Maniac Cop.
Just instantly.
Just cuffs him, no reason.
Uh-oh. Slamming up against a car.
and pulls out his
Billy Club knife.
Billy Club knife.
Man, you cannot run with your hands handcuffed behind your back.
I mean, you can, just not very well.
Yeah. Well, he is running badly, but that's probably because he runs badly to begin with.
He's old. He's doing the Naruto run.
Yeah. He's trying to run fast right now, but he's being very careful.
He doesn't want to mess his trench coat up. Oh, Jesus.
He's nosing buttons.
Dude, exactly. He's in an elevator or like a New York...
Like a lobby
like
of
apartment place.
Like the lobby of the apartment.
You know how much piss and semen is on those buttons? And he's fucking...
That's the level of desperation. You're about to die. There's an acceptable amount of piss and semen.
Yeah, but even if he fucking lives through the night, he's going to get hepatitis A through F.
And he's found his way into the wet concrete.
Wet cement.
At the middle of the night, because I'm pretty sure that's common.
In New York.
I kind of feel like...
Shut the fuck
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's funny.
It's very callous. Like they're jackhammering the concrete loose to get the dead guy's face out of the concrete now.
This is the perfect example of not my job. And
not my problem.
Exactly, where there's like a dead raccoon on the road and they need to paint the yellow line and they just paint over the raccoon. Where he's like, oh, we're supposed to schedule to break this up today. Yeah. This dead guy's bodies get out of our way. And now
we're
guessing
in a bar with newscaster cop and the blonde lady with way too much hair.
With afro hair.
She looks like Angela from Who's the Boss.
I could see that. I could see that.
I've always said I'm glad I was born when I was born. I think I'd still be a virgin today if I was born back then. Like that big ass hair, I'd be like, "Hey, come on over. Bring your hair."
If the hair looks like that tonight, like when she wakes up, what does that look like? Like, do you have to like shower, like use a relaxer or whatever, like before you go to bed?
Stick your finger in a socket.
That'd be the easiest part. You're just like, hurry, Donnie, tell me something scary. And then you're like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then my hair shoots up. I was like, all right, we got to go to work. I'll see you guys later.
That dude just wakes up and she's dragging her feet across the carpet.
She's just like ecstatic. Like, what the fuck kind of jacket or suit? What the hell's that?
Blazer?
Yeah, blazer. Thank you, Kraken. Blazer is that guy wearing? Look, it's like
sparkly blazer.
It's sparkly. No guy.
No, actually, I think it's the one with those like little tiny white spots. That was like a thing in the 80s.
It was?
But basically, so he leaked the story to this reporter.
Ooh.
So apparently he's the mole for her, and it's probably because he's trying to get in them guts.
Because
she probably hopefully
and
he
Shaft
does.
is covering up the cop murderer. Yeah.
And this is taking place in New York.
And when I say he's trying to get in the guts, it's a double meaning because he's either trying to have sexual intercourse or he's literally going to murder her because he could potentially be the killer.
He could.
He could be. I didn't think about that.
And we see somebody whose car is smoking.
Is it smoking or is it just that shitty New York air?
That just looks like a fog machine under the car.
See, look at this. Why the fuck are you driving with racer gloves on? Another reason why she's probably going to be murdered right now. There's an old woman with red hair. Oh.
And
here comes a cop. And she's afraid.
Now there's paranoia because it's been broken on the news that there's a cop killer. And now she's afraid that the legit cop who's pulling her over is going to try to kill her.
And she's furiously...
He's got gloves on.
Turning the key and pressing the pedal.
Oh, God, he tapped on my window. Oh, shit. And then she's going to pull a gun out, and then she's going to get shot, and it's going to be a normal police
little
officer.
Tiny, like, snub-nosed lady killers. No?
Oh, my gosh, she really did just fucking do that.
She got a fucking 9, damn.
All right, well.
Took out a real cop. Like, straight to the dome.
Right between the eyes.
That's, never mind. I take back what I was saying. Was she was going to do that? It really did happen.
I thought it was going to be like one of those shitty little like snub nose, but yeah, okay.
Like one of those ones, like a pea shooter.
Yeah. Pew, pew.
Apparently, she has a Desert Eagle, just chilling in her purse.
We're back with Shaft. in City Hall.
It's a big ass library.
Yeah, this is a library. Like, I've never seen so many books in a cop.
Dude, how tall is the guy on the left? Holy shit. He's a head taller than fucking Shaft.
Yeah.
He also looks like the guy who plays Juggernaut.
He does. He's very Vinnie Jones-ish.
And the guy in the middle. Like, make the stupidest face that you can when you're looking at this guy. And you have to have wide eyes. Oh, God.
Stare at the wall behind him.
And then slowly turn left and right.
And make it obvious that you're not looking at them.
God damn it.
So they've just come to the conclusion that the killer obviously has to have some type of police background because he's listening on the radios. So when the cops are staking out one area, he goes to another.
And now I'm just going to say that the Manic Cop's mom is cutting out all of
I do feel like this is Manic Cop's mom.
Hey, babe, you need some Eggo waffles?
Or spurned lover.
So we get the mom looking for the infant. And here is... I believe this is it.
I didn't know you were on duty tonight. He just pissed in the corner of his bedroom.
It looks like he's peeing in the corner.
the hell?
The way he's adjusting his pants. It's like changing into his cop uniform backwards.
He's being modest.
Yeah. Because that's what everybody does when they're around their wife.
Yeah.
They're so worried about modesty.
When I get out of the shower, I was like, Liz, will you go downstairs, please? I need the whole top floor to myself.
So this is Jack, the cop, and we still haven't seen his face.
I was about to say that woman's name is Jack. That's a fucked up thing.
Is that like a thing? You just leave your holster belt just hanging on a chair?
As long as it's a kitchen chair, then yes.
Okay, fair enough.
So now I'm guessing that this is the wife, and she... Do you think she assumes that it's him, or do you think she's afraid that he's going to get injured?
Not sure. There's clearly some marital problems.
And Bruce Campbell is here.
Oh my God. It's dude from Night of the Living Dead.
Hell yeah, it is. And she just said that she's afraid that he might hurt her in his sleep.
So she's afraid of him, and they need to go see a therapist.
I mean, there's really nothing that you can do if you... Like, I'm probably going to get in trouble for telling this story, but before I was married, I, had a sleepover. And during that sleepover, I rolled over and my elbow hit this girl directly in the socket of her eye. So, like, that part, like, that's not my fault. Like, and so she's like, I'm afraid you're going to hurt me in your sleep. There's nothing you can do. Like, you're sleeping. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little bit different than having like psychotic blackouts where you don't know who you are and you...
But she's like, I'm afraid you're going to hurt me in your sleep. Is he claiming that he has psychotic blackouts?
Well, I think he's trying to be polite to like say, I just won't wake you up when I come home. It's like, yeah, that's probably good advice. Like, most people get pissed off when you wake them out of their sleep. You could just come in.
Ooh, and the landline phone rings.
Ominous zoom in on
on the green phone. It's normally a red phone. Like if this phone rings,
that reminds me of like the bat phone. Like,
shit's gonna
or
get
the
real.
Disaster line at the president's office.
Exactly.
It's like,
and then she's so afraid to answer it. Like, hello.
And she's answering with like the 2-hand answer. Like she's got like both hands cupping the phone.
I like how they always cup the mouth. Like that's where the sound is going to come from. Like, shh, he's here. No.
Yeah.
So Jack's wife just got a random call from someone she doesn't know, asking if her husband went out on duty. And he said he keeps killing people.
What the hell? Oh, there's this little bitch ass gun that you're talking about.
And she's got...
What is she wearing?
So she's got the lady killer gun. That little tiny little snub nose thing.
Damn it.
And so he's in uniform walking down the street.
A Volkswagen.
The rabbit.
A rabbit, I mean.
That's a rabbit, yeah.
Call.
They don't make those anymore, do they?
hell?
No, the rabbits, they stopped, but they have the golf now.
Okay.
Well, they've had the golf for years, but...
So wasn't she just wearing like...
She's walking down the street in her robe, or is that like...
That's a trench coat.
That's a trench coat. Okay.
But before that, she was in a bathrobe.
Siding with Anthony. That might be a robe.
Is that a robe? That's weird.
No, it's a little bit thicker. That she was wearing a robe when they were talking, but then you saw her, and then she put on the little, like, trench coat. But at the same time, what kind of shitty-ass cop is this that he doesn't see his wife is literally... How far is that?
Maybe 10 feet. 15 tops.
I mean, she's wearing slippers.
All right, house slippers. That's where they get you.
Just kidding. Those are stilettos.
Yeah. They're like clicking, probably.
Yeah, see? So, yeah, that's a trench coat now.
And he's going to a seedy motel.
Oh, all right.
I think he's fucking around.
She's going to buck the fucking... Uh-oh. Wait a second. This Houdini motherfucker just went into the bottom one, and then it was like one of those was like... Where they just keep coming in and out of the rooms. The doors open.
This is different levels of Mario.
Yes. He is the
on him
fastest.
How did he get naked so quick?
Exactly.
That was really quick.
Like, he called her before there was a cell phone, like, I'm going to be in your hotel in 3 minutes. You need to be naked and in the bed. He didn't. He's
Was he like speed taking his clothes off?
Yeah, so apparently Jack's wife thought that he was potentially the cop killer, or the killer cop, the maniac cop.
Buck to the bang, sucker.
But
oh, she didn't.
She pulls a gun out on him.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, he was briskly walking. I don't know if I'd be able to, I don't want to say keep my soldier upright. If I had to briskly walk, I'd be like, you better be naked by the time I get into this hotel. I ain't got time to fuck around. I need to get in there, hurry, get naked, get into bed, because then 30 seconds later, my wife is going to come open the door.
At the Budget Inn.
That's romantic. The Thunderbird Motel.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the mirror on the ceiling.
Oh, she's just been body snatched.
Yeah, Jack's wife was just snatched by another person in white gloves.
Just randomly, like, into a van. Like, I wonder how easy it really is to just park your vehicle by a sidewalk and then grab somebody and, like, comedically, like, you know when you, like, get a cane and you put it around their neck and, like, pull them off the stage?
Oh, yeah. Just, like, yank them into the van.
Yeah.
And here comes the cleaning lady into the room the next morning.
Ask if they've checked out yet. Really? Must have partied up good in here. Yeah, the lamps all fucking broken and everything. God damn it.
The thing is, I don't think it's the same room.
It does feel different. Like, it feels like there's like a left side room and a right side room.
Yeah,
Like,
she initially went into...
like they're in the left side room?
Wait a
Oh,
second.
the cop's wife was just killed, so that's why.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Now it sounds like they're reading some administrative thing.
They're going to the squad room.
Oh, this is like a general duty thing.
COVID squad.
And Bruce Campbell's character gets pulled out of formation.
Yeah, so Jack just got pulled out. Apparently his name is Forrest. Jack Forrest.
Jack Forrest.
God damn it. We're still calling him Ash.
We could go with Ash.
So, you decided to settle down after retirement, folk? No.
Like,
got some bad news.
Is that the way you lead into a conversation about, oh, by the way, your wife's dead?
If he just jumps up and, like, hill clicks to the left, like, huh, you know, your wife died. He's like, yes. Oh, I mean, what?
I mean, that shit was going south for a while.
Yeah, it was a tragedy.
Like,
wait, what'd you say? And he just goes off on it.
yeah.
So the captain just told Jack that his wife was found dead.
And
the way he explains it, it's like
You don't got to go into that much detail, man.
It really goes deep. It's like...
He's like, no, literally, she was probably in a lot of pain.
He's like, the coroner said she died slowly. And then he did the slow where he put his finger like on one ear and then slit the throat to the other one. He's like, this is how it was.
You could church it up a little bit and it would be okay.
Just be like, hey, your wife was found at this motel. You know, she probably followed you.
He's like, what's your alibi? I was fucking cheating.
And he throws his aviators back on.
Because it's bright inside.
Indoors,
oh, God, he's the main suspect now? He could have... Oh, and then he puts on his glasses.
And they're reading his wife's diary to him.
Oh.
She thinks he's the murderer.
You know how pissed I'd get if my wife all of a sudden was like, yeah, I think Brian is the fucking Zodiac murderer or something. I'd be like, what the fuck? How long have you known me? And you think that I'm the murderer?
So even if she did like feel that, like maybe like verbalize that to you, but don't write it down anywhere or record it or say it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Because that's how that stuff gets out.
I'm going to have to, after this episode, I'm going to go home and like wake my wife up and be like, hey, just so you know, I've never killed anybody. And then she'll be like, that's really weird. Why would you tell me that? Because that makes it seem like you did kill all these people. Like, no, disregard it. And then try to pretend like it was a dream, like fade out and be like,
yeah.
Ooh, and then back out of the room.
I haven't been here for 17 years.
He's been dead for 17 years. Jesus. Look at it. See, no, he is the killer. He's wearing the watch on his right wrist. Nerd.
It was an acting choice.
No. Loser.
So yeah, he does have blackouts.
I mean, he's probably because he fought that entire army of the Evil Dead people.
Yeah. So this happened in between Evil Dead movies for his Ash character?
This happened, yeah.
And this guy looks like he's like the lawyer you get from the side of a bus.
God.
With
that lawyer hasn't cut his hair in 17 years.
Seriously.
So Jack is telling Burt Baccarat, the lawyer, that he doesn't want to bring in his side piece because he doesn't want to ruin her career, which is probably in porn.
Right? Like, okay, so then here's your options. You either bring in your side piece or you go to jail. I'd be like, hey, side piece, get your fucking ass in here.
I don't know. Maybe she has that good.
Maybe.
Ooh.
So newscaster cop and
is it The Rock now?
I want to go with like the Juggernaut or Vinnie Jones.
All right.
I feel like he fits pretty well. Like they're at the bar.
Or like a skinny Frank from Breaking Bad.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, good one. There's Alex Trebek or Geraldo Rivera.
They're watching people talk about the crazy cop on the news.
Alex Rivera is a little of both.
There it is. It looks like these are those people that could potentially have been memes if the internet was around in the 80s. It was like, ain't nobody got time for that. That's what the internet, the interview of the woman on the news looks like. How hard do you think it is to shave your mustache to that perfect triangle?
It's probably how it naturally grows. He doesn't even shave it.
God, just Joe Dirt mustache.
Yeah.
So that might be real, man. I'm trying to see like how often.
So they're theorizing it might be a detective that commits these murders.
No cop would do it. It's got to be a detective. And the detective's like, it can't be a detective. It's got to be a lieutenant. So it can't be a lieutenant. It has to be fucking a colonel. God damn it. It's one of you.
Yeah, it's like, stop saying it's not y'all. It's one of y'all.
Right? I'm getting too old for this.
We're back to...
So news anchor is actually sticking up for Jack,
yeah,
and nobody else is.
Back to Bruce Campbell in his cell. Jack
Bruce
Forrest.
Campbell. I don't know why I can't think of the name.
I think it's awesome how the jail cell is bars on
the top.
five surfaces of it.
Yeah, it's like all bars.
The only thing is the ground is solid concrete.
Looks like the jail cells from The Dark Knight.
Like, why wouldn't you just put the bars all the way to the ceiling? Like, we only ordered 9-foot bars. They don't go to the ceiling. Like, everybody smokes.
Oh, his cheating partner is on the force.
Ooh.
That's why he didn't want to give up her name.
Dun, dun, dun. Nope, she's not on the force. Now all of a sudden there's these hoes, prostitutes, I mean.
Oh, is she undercover?
They're at the Star Garden.
So apparently his side chick is undercover cop, and she's now posing as a prostitute. So I was kind of right.
Good
Yeah.
God. And who the hell is that guy? That guy looks like I don't even remember the guy's name. How are you going to try to do it?
I was going to go with like the Penguin from the 1966 Batman show. He looks like Rocky's boxing coach.
No, there's a different one that looks like it, but I can't even remember any movies right now. He's got that pervy face, though.
Oh, yeah,
where he's talking to somebody. He's like, yeah, you like that sweet thing? Yeah, I'll see you around the corner.
So she admitted to being cop.
I think you have to.
I heard that was debunked.
Like, if I was
Yeah,
like,
I
hey.
don't think that's actually a thing. You don't have to admit to it.
Yeah, fuck no, you wouldn't.
Because that's like in a sting operation, you would automatically have to admit anything you tell me now I can use against you.
Yeah, instantly. I'd just walk around and be like, hey.
It's like, yes, I'm a cop. Like, all right, well, now I'm going to kill you because
Pew pew.
Like, so I understand you're a cop, but you still got that like bazooka that I tried to buy, or no cocaine either. All right, never mind.
So she walks into the back
all
alley.
right, so Maniac Cop is potentially coming up on her. And if she's dead, then there goes Jack's alibi.
I feel like they're using like two different body types for like Maniac Cop versus the other guy, and you can definitely tell the body type of Maniac Cop.
Maniac Cop's easily like 7'16".
Like he's got the broadest shoulders you've ever seen in your life.
He for sure played football. And this girl has never once.
Oh, yeah, she's about to get killed.
Man.
There goes Jack's alibi.
And he's about to Undertaker the fucking shit out of her.
What the hell?
Pulls out the knife.
And is she shooting him in the dick?
I think so.
She's trying to.
There was one nut shot.
For sure, one.
So much gun
See,
smoke.
and it's so goddamn it.
This is
How
very
many
80s.
times do you have to fucking say it? Headshot. But shouldn't, yeah. So all these dick shots again. Nobody's like
And
shot to the head.
And newscaster cop posts his elbow against the trash cans to aim better.
Fucking really, Maniac Cop just walked away.
After getting shot in the head twice and
Oh,
shot
he
in
was
the
probably
dick.
wearing a bulletproof vest that was made of adamantium, whatever Wolverine's claws are made of.
You
because-
almost adamantium. But
But all over his body
his dick
and his head.
and his stomach and chest. Like, you know about bulletproof vests.
I mean, maybe it was Wolverine.
Fuck.
Shink shink.
They're all fucked if it was.
They're in
I
trouble.
like how she crimped only like 6 pieces of her hair.
I mean, Wolverine has. He fought and
But yeah, it's like crimp.
Yeah,
Like,
on and on.
he
I mean,
did.
I can see that.
Fucking.
and he had his ups and downs.
He did have some issues.
Yeah, I can see your hair point here because like when they do the zoom in,
There's no goddamn way that's not a wig.
it's like it's crimped to a point and then it's straight.
No, that's for sure a wig because
That's a wig.
when she was hooking up with Mr. Jack Forrest,
Dun, dun,
Oh, she
dun.
definitely
hair.
didn't have that hair.
yeah, she had short hair.
Why would they say, hey, what kind of wig do you want? She's like, okay, hear me out. You ever fucking see Blanca on Street Fighter? I want a hair just like his, but fucking blonde.
But make it look like it's for a lady.
Man, what was his catchphrase?
Blanca?
Yeah, I mean, I know it was like
Whoa! That's what he'd do when he fucking turned into a ball.
warbling.
I'm trying to remember who Blanca was.
The green dude with orange hair.
Okay, yeah.
The
And then
mutated
he'd get
guy.
electrocuted,
Yeah.
or he'd shoot up. Jesus. So this drink, it's good.
So he's going to
Okay,
tell her to
phone.
go home, but he doesn't want to stay with her.
I feel like they should be
But he'll call
playing-
her a cab. I guess that's nice.
Why doesn't he drive her home? God
That's-
damn
that's
it, you're
super
a
nice.
cop.
He's gonna call
he's
her a cab.
He's not very thorough though, because the Maniac Cop is walking up to cars that are literally stopped. So that cab can't
be.
stop at any point.
Stopped by a cop.
But at the same time, what kind of shit cop are you where you're shooting somebody and then you're like, okay, they're gone, well, let's go. Wouldn't you continue to pursue that person?
Or go to the office. He literally went to a diner.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I just got
He's like, oh, it's happy hour.
accosted and stopped a murder.
But I'm hungry.
Let's go get a coffee and a slice of pie. What do you say?
Let's get some pie a la mode. What is it, like apple pie and cheese on it? Okay. So, this dude just has nonstop blazers.
Walking into the office that has the dossiest of computers I've ever seen.
That's why he can't get shit done. He's playing fucking Oregon Trail on
There's
the computer.
so much DOS on that computer.
Damn it.
Oh, now somebody's in the office.
Uh-oh. Who is it?
Definitely not the killer.
I
Is she
feel
like,
like
ominously walking for no reason? Because it feels like she's like doing large steps.
oh, she has a cane,
Oh,
you
okay.
asshole. She's like, oh, I've been shot in the fucking line of duty 8 times.
Sorry.
Only in my spine.
It was a weird stride. You could see it from the way her head bobbed.
She probably doesn't have a pinky toe.
I feel terrible. I felt like she was like doing long strides, like
only-
stomping.
The only place she's been shot is the exact same spot in her spine and her pinky toes.
Sorry, Captain. These are my special shoes.
She has-
I had a teacher that had one leg that was like 2 inches shorter than the other one, so
Good.
she had like the shoe
Yeah.
with the extra 2 inches to
Yeah.
like even out her legs.
I actually had a teacher that was
See,
the
and then,
same.
oh, she's in love with him.
guy though.
Even though she has fucked up bangs. She keeps giving him that side eye. See? There it is again. There's no fucking way she's a Manic Cop. Oh, so she's really asking about how is she? She's trying to get it in her.
Ooh, she's jealous.
Yeah, she is. She's out there walking with a cane because she's been shot in her spine 8 times.
No,
and
she's tied to the cop killer for sure.
Oh my gosh, she like plays it super sympathetic. She's good.
I
Oh, she's-
swear.
She's damaged goods, and so now she's bitter.
I swear to God, if she's a cop, Maniac Cop.
No, she's obviously not.
Like she's playing it super
But
sympathetic.
she's tied in.
Yeah, like he's all business. Like he like driving past it, doesn't notice it. Like none of it.
She's in cahoots. She knows more shit than she's
Nah,
sitting
haven't
now.
you guys ever seen fucking oh my God, now it's gonna
Tiny Tim?
Usual
Scrooge.
Suspects.
God bless you.
The Usual Suspects at the end of it.
God bless everyone.
I want some more porridge.
No,
That's
was
Oliver.
Twist. but-
Damn it.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I want to make a joke. I want to make a joke. Yeah. It's like Charlie. But yeah, it's just like the Usual Suspects. She walked out of the police station with her limp and then started walking halfway down the block, and then all of a sudden the cane goes away and
and
then
he's
her
now tailing
limp
her.
goes. And her pinky toes grew back.
I mean, apart from those limitations, she's also not 6'8".
I was about to say exactly. But I mean, it was the 80s, so
I feel like she's in cahoots somehow.
she just doesn't look like she could lift up
We're
a
in like
man with one arm and throw him against a windshield 15,
15
feet away.
but we're in the most
Jinx.
intense low speed chase
Never buy you a Coke.
ever
never-
with
But you see, like it's like 2 a.m. There's literally those 2 people on the road, and then that person coming towards them.
like wouldn't you notice?
You would think that's not Joe Pesci from Casino.
She drives into what looks like a salvage yard.
It looks like a goddamn fisherman's wharf.
Yeah, like a bay.
Yeah.
Why
What
can
if
I
they're
think
just meeting up?
a wharf?
I said a fisherman's wharf. Is that right? I'm pretty sure. Who gives a shit?
And it might be a fisherman's wharf.
But that's the word, though. A wharf?
Loading
wharf,
dock.
yeah.
Loading dock.
Loading dock.
Loading dock.
We're not from San Francisco. Look at this guy. Look at those shitty cars. Square ass lights. Look, I like how the right light is smaller than the left light on that car.
Yeah.
Those headlights have Forrest Whitaker eyes.
Jeez. Oh, that was the woman driving in.
Yeah.
So fucking.
You didn't see the limp?
Huh?
You didn't see her limp?
Yeah, she had to even like get out and like.
Yeah.
Open
So,
the
but
gate
I don't
and do the
understand
whole-
how
yeah.
the other guy got to the dock before she did, and he was already out of his car waiting because she drove in, and then he
cops
ran.
intuition
in.
or really bad directing.
I love how he's got to do like the
Amazing.
cop movements of being stealthy, even though nobody is watching him.
I feel like they should
from
be
the
playing
office.
like Beverly Hills Cop music, and now you can't say anymore.
Yeah. So she's
Oh, hold on, she's combing her hair.
going up to
Damn
what
it,
looks
Donnie.
like Maniac Cop from the
Donnie
face
called
structure.
it.
The big high cheekbones. He got the like Dick Tracy face. Like
Dick
he looks
Tracy,
like
that was
like
a good fucking
Yeah, he looks like a Dick Tracy bad guy. Like he really
Yeah.
does.
Maniac Cop is fucking. That was his mom. Okay, son, I got
He's
you a
like-
Capri Sun. Oh, she is Donnie. Goddamn, you called it. She's a jealous ass woman, and she's like, take out the other girl now.
So
Gimp Cop is talking to Maniac Cop.
So his name is Matt.
Fucking Matt. And now
now she's saying that he's going to go after the commissioner and everybody else who's supposedly corrupt.
where it's literally her that is corrupt. Fucking
Yeah.
Norma Bates and fucking Officer Bates. Fucking, oh, look how dirty his gloves are. Disrespect. Oh, his hand is all burnt and fucked up. It is Wolverine. He only had those scars on his knuckles. What the fuck?
And genius newscaster cop is hiding near things he gets to knock over.
Good God. And then there's fucking opening fire randomly into
Just very quickly, that escalated out of nowhere. Like random noise.
just all of a sudden it started shooting into the darkness.
I mean, we're in the middle of a dilapidated wharf and there's never going to be a noise.
There's sea lions around. Who fucking knows what the hell is going on over there?
It's like how she's so nonchalant, just busting shots.
I know, like she was so cool about it.
She's like, oh,
Buck.
I guess it's just my nerves.
It's just me doing desk pops all night. No way that that's him. No way. So then all of a sudden some nerd ass cop comes out.
the rent-a-cop.
Security, yeah.
No fucking way. No. You know who that guy looks like? That guy looks like the guy from the Adam Sandler movie, like The Longest Yard. He's like, how come I can't be quarterback? And he fucking throws it.
I can't remember his name right now.
I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah, for sure it has to be like that guy's dad
Yeah.
or older brother.
I was going to say John Leguizamo. That's not it.
The guy from Spawn.
No.
He's like
He's from Spawn.
the shorter version of John Leguizamo.
Yeah. Was it
John
I want to say like
Leguizamo,
Nicholas
he's-
Turturro?
He's got to be the shortest one. Oh my God.
So now we're learning more about Matt. So apparently he was a bad cop because he would shoot first and ask questions later.
Apparently, Mr. Rogers has
I was about
a
to say
second
some
role. in
bullshit like that. Why did their hair look like that? Everybody's hair looks like a goddamn dick bag haircut.
Yeah. It's apropos. It works.
It's so random. And like, I'm sorry if
No
I
kids
know
are
for
white.
sure that these actors are going to be listening to our podcast. I'm sorry if that's your real hair, but it just looks like a Lego haircut, a Lego piece.
It does. It does.
And he's like, it took me 4 hours to do my hair this morning, bitch.
Oh, wait, we finally found somebody with bad hair. This random extra cop.
But is it bad hair or is that a shit? Is that a shitbag wig?
Oh no, that's real hair.
That's real hair. He didn't comb it right.
So you're telling me that he
That's too
fucking
much
went
hair.
in? He went into makeup this morning, and they did his hair like that for the fucking movie.
It looks like they slammed, like they combed his hair, they put stuff in it, and then they put a hat on it. And then
His-
took the hat.
his role was supernatural cop.
But you're telling
He's
me
like, all right, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna come in.
there's no fucking way. I'd be like, Cheryl, my hair has to look like this. Yes, it does. They're like, are you mad at me? Like, why are you making my hair look like this?
What did I do to you?
Shut the fuck up and do your hair like
But he
this.
probably got paid $17 an hour to be an extra, which back then was probably like $18 an hour.
Yeah.
1825.
So
What the hell?
apparently, Maniac Cop sleeps in an abandoned car with his hand on his holster.
Wait, is that a car?
It looks like a car. Is that a car?
It looks like they are in a junkyard for
Yeah,
sure.
They're in a
He's in a
junkyard.
scrap pile. I mean, those could be car seats.
For sure, he has tetanus.
And a really bad kink in his neck. That's a
God, no pillow, no nothing.
So I think we're getting a flashback here.
That's why he kills people.
yeah. He has a constant kink in his neck. I'd be pissed too.
Hell yeah, I'd be like, how do you fucking get a full range of motion from your neck? That's why he's breaking people's necks. You see, there's always a reason to side with the bad guy. He's jealous. The My Pillow guy wasn't around in the 80s.
No Mike Lindell.
I really want to try those pillows though. But I'm so
I just,
Oh my god, is that Rowdy Piper in prison?
That looks like Rowdy Roddy Piper.
I saw him in a bar in Long Beach.
I just wish the Maniac Cop, now that I know how bad his neck issues are, I really wish he could have been around to listen to Busta Rhymes' Break Your Neck. That would have been his fucking anthem.
Sleeps on a car seat. How do you do that? Like a flat car seat.
But at the same time, there's no goddamn way that he walks upright like that. He's easily, how Donnie said, what did you say? He's 6'11". There's no way
He
he
keeps
walks
getting
upright.
taller. He's like, oh, that dude's over 6 foot. He's at least 6'6", 6'8".
He's 8'2".
He is 9'2".
And now look at these guys. Does that guy have a pair of nunchucks in prison?
That's what it looks like.
Oh my god.
The shortest guy in prison has nunchucks. That's actually a really good idea, though.
So it's a backflash for the Maniac Cop. Apparently served some jail time.
Uh-oh.
Because you get to see, like, the Hudson River, a judge, like, a lot of things that are supposed to be related.
And now...
There's a soapy sudsy dude in prison. He's more than likely going to drop the soap.
So is
and
this
now we
Maniac
know
Cop?
why Maniac Cop is the way he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Maniac Cop.
How many guys? 3, 4 guys just walked in. And again, the lighting.
Get that, like, weird, like we're in The Howling, like, ethereal lighting.
Oh, see, we all went the opposite way. We thought that Maniac Cop was going to get the old surprise butt sex.
This dude looks like
From
fucking Lou
dropping the
Ferrigno.
I mean, it could.
But people were just trying to murder him.
Ow.
Elbow to the face.
I know that's got to be like a stunt
Savage.
elbow, but
Elbow.
like...
Why all of a sudden that guy get naked? They were fighting. What the fuck? Now he's dressed.
I know. This is very confusing.
What the fuck? So, Maniac Cop.
What
What
the
the fuck? Now that guy's naked. What? All right. So, anyways, people,
Gets stabbed in the
He got
jugular.
stabbed.
that was the kidney that he was stabbed in.
Okay.
Oh,
Then he
cut
gets
to
a
the
smiley
face.
face.
That's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
So they just gave him the Joker cut.
Yeah.
Why so serious?
But it was really random that he was taking a shower, so he was naked, and then the 3 guys came in and they were all dressed. But then when he was fighting these people, they'd be naked, and then the next scene they'd be dressed, and then naked and dressed, naked and dressed. And then when they finally cut his face, they were dressed and they all left.
It's like, you know what?
I'm
We
not
got to
gonna
beat
get-
this dude up, but let's make it even.
We've got to get lubed up.
We have standards.
Or there's like, laundry isn't until fucking Thursday. I'm not going to get my shirt wet.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it off and then fight
And
it.
they're probably in Texas. It's like, fuck, this is never going to dry.
Oh, yeah. He got moved down south.
So now they bring Bruce Campbell back in to talk about Matt Cordell.
Where Donnie clearly just said that his alibi is 100% real because literally fucking that guy, the weatherman cop, shot the guy in the dick and chest multiple times while Bruce Campbell was in prison that night. Oh, just to be safe, better keep you in here. Might be working with a partner.
I mean, at least you know he's going to live.
Yeah. I want that interrogation.
I don't want him to live
An
with his,
interrogation with a kiss.
his watch on the right-hand side again. Go to jail. Can I keep my watch? My dad gave it to me. All right, you got me. And this guy.
And now newscaster cop just stares at things intensely.
Maniac
Cop.
And it's literally
APB.
listed as Maniac Cop.
You know what's some bullshit about this movie that we haven't noticed yet?
What's that?
Have you seen any of these cops drinking fucking black coffee?
No, I have not.
See?
No donuts, no coffee.
Ooh, and then he just dug into somebody's purse and found a white glove. And
Oh, Little Miss Pegleg just came back.
she's beating the
How
shit out
are
of him
you-
with that cane.
dude, she doesn't know fucking.
That just sounds hollow. Like you could get up. It would hurt, but you could get up.
She doesn't know Belinda walk. She can't fucking hit with sticks. She's just trying to hit this guy. How's his hand all bloody?
I
So
know.
the lady who we predicted was in cahoots, just caught Weathercaster Cop, and she tried to beat him. And now Maniac Cop is in the office, and
Ooh.
she's more than likely going to die.
So some random cop
Shit.
is hung.
The guard.
The
He's
guard.
here. I don't know why she's being like, he's here.
guard's hanging.
He's here. She's afraid all of a sudden that Maniac Cop.
She's
Shut
like,
up.
please protect me, even though I just brutally beat you with my cane.
Exactly. And then 10 minutes before that, I just randomly shot bullets at you.
Yeah,
And then she just got pulled through a fucking glass window like the end of the Freddy movie.
by Maniac Cop, who is now slamming her up against a wall. Do you trust the guy that's never fired a gun to try to save you? Two
Was
of
he?
you are in the same
is he
area.
really missing from 7 feet away?
Seriously, This
Maybe
guy-
he has the cartoon gun where like the barrel's curved.
Maybe it's
You
like
know?
Wanted, where like everybody just curves their bullets.
Curves the bowl.
Curve the bullet. Oh god, now she's talking to a fucking dead body. How
Yeah.
the fuck you not know there's a dead body?
Like you don't see the dead eyes. Maybe it takes a second to register because you don't see the blood.
Ooh, that guy just do a Muay Thai elbow out of nowhere?
Wow, he like mowed down all these cops. They're
Did you
all
see
just-
how he was handcuffed around his neck to the bar? What kind of bitch ass pencil neck dick is that?
So every cop
His
in the prison has been murdered,
Pretty
hung.
much, yeah.
hung, strapped to the bars, the prison bars.
And now these guys are
Now they're
again.
I feel like if you know that everybody's dead, you could just like bolt
Leave?
the fuck out of there. Just
Yeah,
go.
get in a car, maybe call a different 911 because this 911's dead.
Obviously, they're out for the night.
You don't have to be careful. You could just run out. They're all like being careful around corners and everything. You can hear him downstairs. He's being loud.
Right? He's banging people into metal file cabinets.
It's like
But
you
here's
have-
something.
Like time is not of the essence. Get out.
Why aren't any of the
Did
fucking
he just
lights?
Weatherman Cop?
Yeah, Weatherman Cop into a taxi cab through the window.
No way. That can't be Weatherman Cop.
I believe that was.
I thought he was a good one. He was so close to retirement.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Damn it.
See, and now he's carefully walking down the hallway again.
Looking like Bruce Springsteen.
He does look like the boss.
Was it Weatherman?
That was Weatherman Cop.
Dead. Here's fucking Joe Belushi. But here's the thing. Why aren't any of those goddamn lights on in the fucking precinct?
I know, this is like the darkest precinct.
This cop just screamed bloody murder when he saw
When he
somebody
touched
was
a
dead.
dead body.
Oh my god.
You must only work in an office.
Right. I'm the accountant. Not.
So Jack is still getting framed somehow.
And now Jack is holding up the other police officers. Put your
Only
guns
to
on the
protect
ground.
himself.
I was born in the USA.
We're going across the...
It looks like the Golden Gate Bridge, but it's in New York.
I was about to say Golden Gate, but it's like, that's wrong.
What the hell is the bridge in New York? I don't
The
fucking-
Empire... No.
This is the Manhattan Bridge?
Well, there's...
The really iconic one.
I don't know.
I thought there's like a lot like throughout that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ton of bridges. But
You have like Manhattan.
we're all right.
I mean, apparently
No,
the
they're
East
on
Coast geography is not awesome.
They're on
I'm
the
just going to leave it
metro.
at Manhattan.
I saw you got to take some bridge to get to the other islands.
So they're on the bus, or they're on the train.
Doing a montage.
And now they're at the X-Men Academy.
That looks
That
like
is
the Academy.
for sure.
I'm about to see Dr. Charles Xavier come out the front door.
See, this all
It's like
links,
Cerebral has been faulty.
this all links back.
There's
to
a Maniac Cop on the loose.
goddamn Wolverine.
I need to go to my room and find out where he is.
Okay,
you're
so
telling
I'm
me-
confused. So these dudes, so Jack and his concubine,
Why is
his
she combing
concubine
her
undercover
wig?
cop,
Do you see
they
she's-
escaped
She's still
only to
wearing the wig.
drive to turn themselves in.
No, they're going to the prison. I guess they're going to see somebody.
But then they just, oh man.
But I guess because all the cops are dead at the other precinct, there's nobody to
But
tell anybody.
he's still arrested though. Like it's not like he was released.
I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that if I was in holding and everybody gets murdered, it's like, well, Brad, you're free to go.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So if I show up like, hey, let me check your ID, and then they check their ID, I don't know. Maybe they don't have Wi-Fi back then.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, all right, we're gonna scan this in. It's gonna take us 48 hours to get back to you,
They
but
don't
you can
have
go
fax
in.
Machines. And look,
She's wearing the reddest lipstick.
she's put all her makeup on.
yeah, like,
Why is she still wearing a wig?
and
That's what
she's
we're saying.
wearing
And look, she
the
combed the wig. She fucking has it like, what are those bobby pins? Those like the triangle things?
It's like, hey, you haven't been working for 48 hours. Take that shit off.
Yeah,
She's like,
really.
oh, I was always in character. So you want a HJ or?
It's like, ZJ, what's that? If you have to ask, big boy,
You
you can't afford it.
And this guy, his fucking Dewey Decimal System,
Oh, they went to go get Matt Cordell's records,
grabbing the fuck. Oh, that's what they're doing. All right.
trying to find out more about Maniac Cop.
Is there what's the version of the HIPAA laws and FERPA laws for prisoners?
I have no clue.
Purpose? Fucking whatever the fuck it would be called. Trust me, I'm a police officer and you have fucked up glasses. Give me everything you know about this prisoner. Inmate, I mean. That inmate's been dead for 17 years.
But yeah, like he has that look on his face, like, oh, it's in the paper.
Oh,
I haven't
Jesus
read yet.
Christ. How the fuck is that guy on the front page paper of the next day?
The next day,
when everybody was fucking dead.
in the 80s,
And look at his teeth. Fucking
and now we're in
80s teeth.
the morgue with the
We're in
largest light
And then
I've ever
look at
seen
how
in
much
my
blood
life.
is on that fucking dead body.
I know.
You guys know that's Maniac Cop, right?
It for sure has to be.
Yeah, that's got to be Maniac Cop.
And apparently Maniac Cop, look at the size of his right arm to his left arm. He either has a very large adult movie collection or he's a professional arm wrestler.
Oh shit, he's still alive. So newscaster cop, he's more than likely in a morgue, and the person inspecting him just realized he has a pulse.
Okay, so question here, like if you're using what looks like a fucking Fisher Price stethoscope. But that's the fucking cheap
Why
shit.
does he keep fucking switching up hands every time he does chest compressions?
That too, but we'll get to that. But like he's using the cheapest fucking stethoscope I've ever seen in my life. Those are the ones they give you in the
Fisher Price,
or in the contact rooms where you're not supposed to bring your own stuff in. Like they give you the cheap stuff. Like they don't work for shit, and that's going through that thick plastic. How are you listening to lungs or a pulse?
I mean, it wasn't thick plastic. Do
Or a
you see how
heartbeat.
much
My
it
question
was
is,
saturated in
he
blood?
checked the wrist for a pulse.
It looked like his
And then he's
hand-
like, wait a second, there's a pulse.
I'll be
But then he
damned.
started to compress, but then listened after.
just in case. But he kept switching because that's how you learn. You do one chest compression, switch hands. One chest compression, switch hands. And you for sure never lock your elbows when you give CPR.
But speaking of that, when we were in medic school,
That's how you pass out.
Like
Yeah. It's
they
like
had
your
one
knees.
of those like they had one of those like on-site like training video deals where they were like showing like people that actually like did like chest compressions, and there was this lady doing one-armed chest compressions and then using the other arm to stabilize herself on the ground. And we were watching that, we're all like
This
is
person halfway died.
Was it during an earthquake?
it was not during an earthquake.
Were they
Yeah.
on a boat?
Yeah, no, it was in somebody's house.
Was she
Like,
missing a
nothing-
leg?
She was not missing a leg. Nothing was going on.
What the fuck?
Was she
did
on
one arm
stairs?
locked out chest compressions. Everything with this one arm was correct. There was just not a second arm involved.
And she had a second arm.
She
It
had a
wasn't-
second arm, and she did not have balance problems.
She was in Inception.
And this is some Inception level shit.
She had both
Yeah.
pinky toes. We're not getting off that pinky.
But not pinky fingers.
So now we're in like St. Patrick's Day
Look
parade.
at that
with-
microphone. That
like-
shit's fucking awesome.
Wow, that is like the roundest microphone. It's like a big bulb.
Uh-oh.
So we get the bagpipers.
Fucking bagpipes. Fucking, they're good instruments if you can fucking play them. If you can't
Well,
play that shit, it's
like-
like jazz music. Fuck you.
It's like a white people's mariachi band.
Gee, good God. Damn. That police officer's drinking from a fucking flask?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he was at a parade.
Hey,
You can't
live
go
it
to a
up.
parade sober,
Live your best life.
even if it's a fucking AA parade.
I'm sorry, time out. Can we back up to where you said bagpipes are cool if you know how to play them, but if you don't, fuck you. I feel like that's almost any instrument.
Yeah, okay, fair
But
enough.
bagpipes for sure.
Well,
Bagpipes.
I feel like you're referring to like loud instruments.
No, dude, you play a fucking any other instrument, you'd be like, oh, I'm just playing jazz. Fucking bagpipe, you cannot play off a fucking bagpipe as a jazz instrument.
I feel like
Here's Shaft
we get Shaft is back. I
with
feel
that
like
checker print fucking
like
suit, though.
like Shaft had one of those bit rolls in this movie, but they wanted to work the shit out of that bit roll, and they got like 5 scenes.
I was going to say, he should have been in the movie more.
He really should have. Like they get like 5 scenes with him.
Wait
So
a
they're,
second.
like interspersing them.
They're
like,
all in the
sprinkling
fucking
him.
in Chef's office drinking fucking. I'm discussing scotch from a decanter.
I'm assuming Scotch. I don't want to say cognac, but
But
I feel like Shaft would drink cognac.
this makes me want to become a police officer.
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna
know.
go fucking work in an office and drink scotch. Neat. Oh, that is pretty gross. Fucking
Yeah.
put it on ice, man.
So
Don't
okay.
drink alcohol warm.
she's still wearing the bad wig even when she's back in the office.
What if we're
Okay.
all fucking wrong and that's her real hair, and then when she was in the bed, she had a wig on?
Maybe.
But there's no way that big ass fucking afro hair of hers would fit under a fishnet to put a wig on over it.
Yeah.
And then here's fucking Juggernaut protecting her. And now Shaft is trying to explain to them it couldn't have been him because he was in jail when the other people were being murdered.
All right, so
I like how she's wearing the windbreaker, but her police badge is pinned to it. That shit would rip out.
There's 2 female cops. You have the one that's undercover. Then you have the one who was wounded in the line of duty.
Oh, yeah.
8 times to the spine.
I feel bad for making fun of her walk.
I don't.
It's not really the walk as much as it's the acting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if there's like, you ever seen...
It was like super exaggerated. Like the head bob made it weird.
Yeah, like have you seen Forrest Gump?
I was gonna
because
say
that
that.
was probably about 100 times worse.
They're like, okay, think about this, all right?
It's like she had 1 leg, he had 2, but yet she was still like 8 times
What the
worse.
fuck?
Like found a way to be worse.
They're arresting that woman. Oh, okay. That guy jumped the gun.
Like, wait.
That guy, why the fuck is he trying to do a ponytail? His hair is probably 3 inches long, like his whatever, and he puts the back end of it into a rubber band. Uh-oh.
So the commissioner.
What if
and
Shaft is Maniac Cop?
that would be cool.
That'd be
I
fucking-
would.
Shaved head dude is.
Oh,
Maniac Cop is there and takes out
Shaft.
Took out the commissioner and
and
gone
Vinny
in
Jones.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
Juggernaut and Shaft fucking suck. Here's fucking Maniac Cop. Just,
Yes, his hands are so veiny.
I think they're burned.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
never
have
mind.
to be. Maybe.
But at the same time, like, he literally just like said, like, if you and I were standing in a fucking room together and all of a sudden you kept getting stabbed repeatedly and I was right beside you, I wouldn't be like, okay, finish stabbing him and then you can stab me. I'd either punch you in the face or I'd get the fuck out of there.
It's like a Steven Seagal level fight.
God damn it. And now here comes this guy trying to comfort the fucking undercover prostitute. I never get out of my character. Speaking of that, you want a ZJ?
I
Did
hear
he
they're
really
amazing.
handcuff her to him?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's a good move.
'Cause that's-
So you know she's
dipshit.
going to have to cut his hand off in order to get away somehow.
Hopefully. Oh.
Wow, that was quick. Like
Stab to the stomach in the library.
out of the corner.
Maniac Cop just stabbed the
And then, like Donnie
second-rate
said,
porn star.
you're fucking dragging this dead body. Well, you see his head keep moving?
He's not quite dead yet, but we're heading that direction.
It's like we're playing Clue. Maniac Cop killed the police officer with a knife in the library.
Wait.
And
What the fuck is going on?
Bruce is hanging out at the Senator Hotel, which is probably across the street, I'm assuming.
What the fuck now? All of a sudden there's some random ass apartment? Or is this a break room?
Break
Yeah, I think that's the
room.
break room.
Okay.
Yeah, which
Her
the break
wrist
room
is
looks nothing
fucked.
like the rest of the building.
Find a knife. Please let me be right. Oh, she's going to find the key.
She touches his wiener, his dead wiener. Oh, how you find one random key? The
Wow,
key,
she found it quick.
the key isn't on a keychain.
It was sitting in his pocket.
Again, it's not on a keychain.
And that door is made out of balsa wood.
Fuck yeah, it
Like
is.
that door was
God, I hope that was her.
splintering.
She's jumped out of the building.
Definitely IKEA door.
Like for City Hall, that is a very cheap door.
It was 80s.
You can't find more expensive doors.
No, because they had to buy the eagle gargoyle.
Yeah, apparently. We're going to spend more money on the gargoyles than we are on our doors.
Damn it, I hate that she's wearing mom jeans. And then all these police officers like, hey, is there a woman being brutally attacked and jumping out of a window?
And
Instead of helping her, well, let's go fuck up Jack, the cop that's hiding across the street.
yeah,
God damn it.
the decision making here. It's very puzzling.
Let's throw him up against a police van. I ought to put a bullet right between your eyes, asshole. So tough. If these guys like would watch a movie today, they'd be like, ooh. They'd shit their pants. Oh, Maniac Cop.
Wow, it's like two-hand throws
So buff,
the
dude.
guy out of the police truck.
What do you
All right,
think that guy...
so Jack Forrest has been apprehended. He's
Oh,
in the
good
back
God.
of a police van.
Yeah.
Police ice
But
cream
Maniac Cop, Maniac Cop just took over the ice cream van.
truck. I like how she came down that ladder, though.
Oh, she came down like super
She
quick.
came down that ladder hella hot.
But like,
Why are all these cops wearing the fucking white gloves?
I know, like everybody's wearing white gloves all the time. I guess that's to throw you off from the fact that no other cop could be Maniac Cop in real life.
Ford Taurus wagon.
I just have Phil McRae, which is the newscaster cop,
Yeah.
weathercaster. He's going to come back somehow because he was resuscitated.
Yeah, because the rule is if you don't see them die, then they're not dead. Then who the hell is this? All of a sudden, they're introducing a new rookie cop into the movie.
I feel like this guy's going to be gone really quick. Like the second Maniac Cop comes near him, he's going to be dispensed with.
Wait a second. Why did that cop let her have a gun?
I know
Isn't she a cop?
she is a cop, yeah,
But
she's
she was arrested for being an accomplice.
yeah. But maybe
Okay, so to catch you guys up, she was running away. We don't know what the fuck happened. She was being chased by cops. Then all of a sudden, she's in a cop car, and the cop who's with her is like, "Hey, sit up front and grab a gun."
No muscle awareness episode.
Oh yeah, she's just like
muscle
waving that
memory
thing around.
The shotgun is pointed right at this other officer's face, and he's taking corners hella hard.
I know. Like he's awfully trusting.
I mean,
I
this was
trust you.
this the '80s. This is before power steering.
Yeah.
That LeBaron just fucking took a hard 180.
That explains why everybody's fucking forearms were massive in this goddamn movie.
Ooh, good fucking point, man.
It's not from jerking the gherkin. It's
I love how like they take their turns.
Wait
and
a
they're,
second.
Like, they're hard banking every turn.
Did you see how when the bad guy was coming,
that's a personal question.
when they were coming, like let's say the bad guy was coming from east to west because the slug bug was right there, and then the other police officers, when they chase the bad guy, they're going west to east.
Slug bugs are classics, though.
I'm just using it as a point of reference. They were going from left to right. The police officer going right to left.
We also get our little like bullet moment, like that Steve McQueen thing, because the guy does the little jump, but it's like the discount bullet.
Where it's
Yeah.
It's like 3 inches off the ground.
I was gonna say, apparently they don't make Teslas like they used to make cop cars, because I
3
saw a
inches
video
is
where a
big.
Tesla did this jump and it disintegrated, and this cop car just kept driving.
They probably like reinforced the chassis to do that.
Those cop cars
They
were like
probably had
seriously
to.
like 18 tons back in the day.
Those things were like built out of like real steel.
And I know, real steel, just like fucking, again, we're bringing up fucking Wolverine.
Yeah, we are. That was a great movie though.
Have you guys not seen that Tesla that jumped the San Francisco streets?
Fuck yeah, and then it wrecked into all those cars.
But yet this car from the 80s.
They made cars better back then.
That's what I'm saying, 18
True,
tons.
true.
I know what a ton is.
It's probably why they averaged 4 miles to the half mile.
Yeah. Because they were heavy as hell.
And why are there so many goddamn warehouses, abandoned warehouses back in the day?
And this is like the busiest warehouse. Like nothing is going on in that warehouse, but there's so much junk and trash in that warehouse.
I think police officers back in the day used to drive so much cooler.
They did.
Every fucking turn is a drift.
So the large police vehicle has stopped
And fuck that cop. He's just on the ground. I'm just going to drive right past him.
yeah. Maniac Cop is now going to try to kill Jack Forrest
Uh-oh.
in the back of the police van. Or this large...
See? Another drift
Ice cream
around a
truck.
corner. See, and there's no way that Maniac Cop...
It's because they're rear wheel. Makes
that
sense
Maniac
now.
Cop can fucking pick somebody up one-handed and throw them 15 feet, but then he can't fucking break a titanium, or not titanium,
he's swinging
aluminum,
so hard at that thing.
an aluminum door,
And
and fucking goddamn it, face plants right on
come
the
on,
ground.
man. Like, that's your survival instinct, is to like throw yourself out the door?
Okay, so
Here's-
apparently it's the Mountain for Game of Thrones, who has died twice.
See,
this-
and look how fucking he literally
Is
just threw
Matt
that guy
now?
like 40 feet.
It's Gregor Kildane right there. Yeah, that's definitely Gregor.
So, Maniac Cop threw that guy
Yes.
40 feet, but he couldn't. He just held the shotgun Arnold Schwarzenegger style.
Yeah,
and
he
fucking
like one armed
Terminator.
the shotgun, and then knocks out Jack Forrest cold in one shot.
And then
before
picks up
Throws him
throws
17
him?
feet.
That makeup, that looks like a vagina
It
right
looks
on
like-
his face.
It's like pizza face. It's like bad acne scars.
I've seen a vagina. That's not what a bad acne looks like.
Okay, it might be worse than that.
It literally
it's-
looks like they took a pocket pussy and put it right on the guy's fucking cheek.
I just wonder how Bruce Campbell's holding on to the vehicle after he just got plowed by the door.
Garage doors.
Yeah, but that huge steel
The
garage
bay
door.
doors.
Like, I feel like I'm pretty tough, right?
Oh, shit.
Maniac Cop takes a pole to the chest.
That is a fucking amazing kill.
So Maniac Cop just took basically a sailboat mast,
to the chest.
Jesus, through the windshield, through his chest.
and the mast probably broke.
That is good kill.
It
Good
fucking-
kill.
That was a pretty solid kill.
I don't know if that punctured, though. I mean, that dude had the
Oh,
goddamn
he did
Arnold
take
chest
fucking
in his
8
prime.
He did
Yeah.
have 85 shots to his chest and dick earlier this evening.
I was gonna say like he looked like he was like on like the weightlifting tour. Like he was pretty buff.
How
Bad
fucked would it be?
prosthetics,
He
but-
survives all that trauma, but he's like, I can only hold my breath for 5 seconds. So his armored vehicle. Fuck, I'm slurring a little bit. Goddamn Kraken.
Kraken attacks.
It's like you found my weakness.
Maniac Cop.
Berated.
Exactly. He's like,
God
how did
damn
you know
it.
I couldn't hold my breath? He drove off a pier, and that's the first time that he had fear in his eyes.
So now we see the vehicle being dredged out of the water.
And everybody still has their shotguns, like, drawn.
Like super careful.
Oh, that guy has a machine gun.
And they're waiting for.
And that guy has his little bitch-ass six-shooter. Like, fuck off.
Like what is that gonna do to
The
the
fuck
shotgun
out of
load?
here.
I'm gonna have to put $5 on Maniac Cop's body not being in
I was
the
about to say, not
vehicle
going to be there.
that is towed out of the bay.
Please let fish and water come flying out of the police truck.
And Bruce and the undercover cop are
Still
walking around the
arrested,
vehicle.
but they're in the front.
That thing is fucking wrecked, man.
But
Newscaster, called it, and now Newscaster Cop is
Anthony,
probably going to
you
show up and be
owe,
like, "Hey guys, I just had to get my coffee real quick."
you owe Donnie $5.
So it was a newscaster cop. Okay.
see,
but
and then
then
here's
you see
another
a
goddamn
hand.
thing.
Coming out of the water.
If I was the Maniac Cop, wouldn't you swim like down shore? Shut the fuck up. Okay. Wouldn't you swim down shore just a little bit?
Yeah. So to Brian's point,
Oh my god. That's how it really.
they
That's
have
the end of the
the prisoner vehicle was driven into the bay. Maniac Cop took a goddamn sail mast to the sternum. Barely flinched, but then he saw water. He was like, "Oh, good God, I fucking hate water.
don't
That's
wanna
why I haven't
melt."
showered. That's what my face looks like."
Like a vagina.
I need to be stinky.
And now,
Lord.
It's where I operate best.
to end the movie, you have a creepy, dry hand. So I don't know if this dude's a zombie, because apparently he
See?
doesn't need to come up to breathe for
Apparently,
air.
like,
He
was
doesn't
under
need
for a while.
oxygen.
What if he had gills on his fingers? Boom.
Or,
I don't know.
Like that's all. Like, maybe he's a fish. Like that's all that stuff is on his face.
Well, but then there's always that question: is if a fish is in water, are they wet?
I mean,
Yes and no.
yes.
What?
Yes. I mean,
Water is wet.
yeah.
Do
And then-
fish have the same definition
And they're
of
not
wet
Chuck
as
Norris.
us? Debatable.
But then there's the question: is
No,
if a
I answered your question.
fish? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is the fish? It's not wet because you need to introduce air for them to be wet. And so everybody's like, "What are you talking about?"
Okay, so then when you take a fish out of water, put them in air.
That's when they're wet. Because you take the fish out of water and they have water on them, so they're wet. But if you put the fish into the water, then the fish isn't wet because it's just surrounded by the water where they're normally at.
No.
Yes, keep talking.
Kinda, you know.
But
That's like, I mean, I see that side of it, where if you jump into a pool and you were submerged underwater, swimming, then you're not wet. But then as soon as you get out of the water, that's when you are wet. It's really random. But to say how Donnie was, they fucking ended the movie with just a hand coming out of the water and grabbing those gross ass, like, fucking pier logs that are all
Just all barnacled.
soggy and gross. Maybe that's how he wanted to die.
Like he's coming back for vengeance, and it's probably so. In case anybody needs to breathe underwater for a prolonged period of time, go to prison, drop a bar of soap. We can't talk about there's certain terms with podcasts and YouTubes and all that you can't say, but apparently getting prison orgied unwillingly will make you immune to having to breathe underwater.
Or make you afraid of water, how you said it. He was impaled, and then he's like, oh, fuck, there's water, and then got scared.
It just makes me feel really bad for Kevin Costner in Waterworld. Now that I know how he could breathe.
Yeah, with he had gills behind his ear, So I think we smashed that Kraken tonight.
We did. Apologize for any of bad speech towards the last 15, 30, 45 minutes.
Oh, no. We just finished up the movie. We've got the wrap-up in a second. Yeah. But we're going to pause for a sec, maybe go get another refill, and then we'll come back with a wrap-up.
All right. We're back with final thoughts on Maniac Cop. Take two.
I again,
plot holes for sure.
So many.
It moved pretty quick. I think the biggest qualm was Ron Burgundy, weather cop.
Did he live at the end?
So we talked about it earlier. There was the morticianer started doing resuscitation.
Yeah.
And it had to have been
perfect.
Great form.
Yes, perfect form.
All right, okay, in fairness to the mortician,
one-handed.
He probably doesn't do a ton of resuscitation.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody he deals with is dead.
But I mean, it might be part of the course. I don't know. I'm not a morticianer.
Just in case, this is how you do it.
It's like, hey, wait a second. This juice tastes funny. Well, that's embalming fluid.
Dude, good God. Good God.
So that was weird that they had like a scene dedicated to that, and then nothing ever came from it.
RoboCop 5. That's where he's going to...
There's more sequels.
He's coming. Is there RoboCop 5?
I know there's like 3, and then there was a TV series.
And then they have Transformers.
They're more than meets the eye.
The robots in disguise. I got you.
It makes sense. No, I got it. Hopefully the listeners got it.
To the 3 listeners that are really into Transformers.
If there is... I'm not sure what's permissible with podcasts and YouTube and all that, but if you...
Oh, yeah.
are beat up in gel and you drop the soap, we'll leave it at that. But apparently if that happens, you can breathe underwater for minutes.
Yeah.
You get gills.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair, I don't want to say a fair trade.
Yeah.
You get penetrated.
I definitely wouldn't.
You get gills.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, it just really makes me feel bad for Kevin Costner.
It looked like he
Waterworld.
had gills on
because
his
he
face.
had 6 gills.
On both sides. So it's like, God damn, like how much hard time did you have to serve?
Right. Where was he? Where's not Guantanamo? Where's another hard ass place that they
Rikers?
serve? Rikers, that's what I was thinking of. Where they're just like
Sing Sing.
You look pretty. Your mouth or whatever.
You got a pretty mouth.
Yeah.
Be my girlfriend.
Shit's fucked. How come I can't be quarterback? Like that guy.
Yeah.
You know, like there's, yeah, man. I want to say it's a fair trade, but if you get, you know, surprise, it's butt sex.
Well, how did I go to Uncle Rico when you mentioned quarterbacks?
Could have thrown that ball over the mountains.
I still don't know why Matt, like the apparently Maniac Cop, his name was Matt.
Yeah.
The backstory was he went to jail, then he got beat up while he was in jail.
So now he's just going around murdering people?
Yeah.
Was he in jail justifiably? Like,
but didn't they say in the movie sometime that like he was quick to pull the trigger?
Yeah, they said he would shoot first and ask questions later.
yeah, exactly. So
Doesn't
it's
everybody
like,
do that though?
Well, okay, like I don't feel like every cop was like that. I feel like this is one of those movies that's like a precursor to the whole idea of the trigger happy cop.
Pew, pew, pew. That's a six shooter.
No, they made him out like blatantly to be like the bad guy. Like again.
Oh
like,
yeah, no,
it's not,
they pulled no punches. Like he was a bad guy.
No, I know some awesome cops that, you know, and like I want to say, like, unfortunately, like when police officers first become police officers, like I want to say they're generally like nice people.
No, they all are
100%.
We're not going to get political with that because it's.
Oh no, not political at all.
It's,
but I think they hit so many bad apples along the road, and then finally they're just like, you know what, fuck you, yeah, you know. But I think that's what they're trying to say is that the fucking Maniac Cop was just, as soon as he hit the forest, they're just like, he just started shooting people, and that's why he was in jail.
Yeah, there
like,
was,
what the fuck?
there was no backstory, which is weird. Like he wasn't framed. He wasn't like unjustifiably
No, he was a bad guy.
incarcerated. Like he was just a bad dude. I feel like that was pretty fucking weird.
Right? Pretty weird. There's like, hey,
For a movie full of weird, like,
somehow we got to wrap this up. Like,
well, yeah, for a movie full of weird tropey characters, like you get this one honest moment where there's just certain moments in the movie. It's like he can throw somebody 12 feet, but we get the most boring death of a guy getting his face smushed into like wet drying cement. Like some of these moments, like one of these things is not like the other. Some things don't match.
I think it was pretty.
It, like you get exciting and then boring, but there's never like an in between, so you don't really get a good barometer of what normal is.
Like if we go back to that cement guy, like what did you like come down next door and be like, why don't you just fucking stand up?
Like or turn your face. Just turn your face.
Right? Like why did you know? Like that's a pretty good. All right, let's talk about the fucking kill scenes though. That's fucking hilarious. Well, have you ever seen another fucking person be murdered in wet cement?
I've never seen that, and this is probably why. Because it's
17.
Lethal Weapon.
Oh, wait,
all right, never mind.
That's right.
12 going on 20 or something. What the
13
fuck?
going on 30.
Is that it? No, fuck off. God damn. Julia Roberts ass.
No, I was talking about that's
Who the
Jennifer
fuck?
Garner.
Jennifer Garner.
Who
both.
gives a shit? One of those.
All white people look the same.
Good Lord.
She's like the younger Julia Roberts.
There's another fucking movie where, where somebody, it's a genius idea where fucking there's a construction site going and this kid kills this other kid and then buries him, and then the next day they pour the cement for the foundation, and then that obviously that other kid is never going to be found. However, they're probably going to fucking make a scary movie about that because now it's on a burial ground, and that kid, because we all know that you cannot be a ghost unless you were fucking born before 1600 or are a little kid that likes tricycles and balls.
Yeah.
Balls as in fucking like basketballs and fucking bouncy balls, not...
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause there's nothing creepier than a long
Balls
hallway
made of
with a
wood.
bouncing ball.
Damn insidious.
Speaking of that, I heard that they're going to make a fucking Shining 2.
Why?
Not a Shining 2. They're
A
redoing
remake of
a
Shining.
remake of Shining 2, and it's going to be I I can't remember his name, but he was the one in Dodgeball, and he was the one in
Vince Vaughn?
Accepted. No, the younger one with the black hair, where he was the cheerleader.
Justin Long.
Yes, Justin Long.
He does very good dramatic roles.
Justin Long. He's supposed to be.
He's funny, but he
Jack
really
Nicholson, I believe.
Okay, I'll watch that.
It's just I just heard a rumor that it's supposed to be Justin Long is going to be the Jack Nicholson in
until
the
you said
new
Justin
Shining.
Long, I was not on board with that because I've seen the original Shining, which was great, and then they did the miniseries for ABC.
What?
Yeah, it was like it was the bigger question of like, why don't you tell the entire story of the book? And then they tell you the entire story of the book, and it's like, why did you just tell me that entire story? Because it's really boring.
Yeah.
And then they did the sequel, which was Doctor Sleep.
Good God.
Which everybody hated. I still haven't seen that one. But Justin Long, I'll watch that.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to backtrack, but talking about wet cement. With this movie, I don't give a fuck how somebody dies. The thing is, he was already dead before he put him in the cement. So, like, he was trying to send a message. Like, he was, like, cut and stabbed and all that. And
he might have been
put
tough.
his face in it.
But that's just funny. Because what if they would have been that dick move where they just, like, cut around it, but there's, like, leave the face print. So that way, anybody who walks down the fucking sidewalk there's like, somebody was murdered here. Well, how do you know? Look at the cement.
Yeah.
It's like those family handprints that you put in.
Yes.
1985. It's like murdered. 1989.
That would be fucking amazing. Except like if that was like your property, you'd be like, God damn it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's like he almost made it home. His family lived in this door. If he would have only survived 3 more feet, he would have been inside of his front door in his living room.
Well, the thing is, like 1988 or whenever, 84, whenever this movie was made until 2014, yeah, that would have sucked. But now, from like 14 on, come on over here, get a TikTok with this fucking dead ass face.
Yeah. Call Jake Paul up.
It's amazing. Like, that would have been. It would have. There's so many other things that we can talk about this fucking thing. That would have been the funniest shit if they would have, like, if like a Hot Shots Part 2 would have been like, just take the body out. We don't have enough fucking cement to fill the hole, and then it's just this fucking like dead face, fucking in the concrete.
Or if he fell from like mid thigh, so there's like a dick print. And it's like, oh, it must have been cold that night. Oh, that's embarrassing. Your last thought is.
Right?
A little bit of shrinkage.
Oh, please clear my browser history.
It's like, it wasn't shrinkage. My boxers were just making it lift up funny.
Right? So fucked up. But no, I think all of our reactions were genuine. We've never seen the movie.
I kind of feel like the movie picks up when Bruce gets in.
It's pretty. It's good. It's funny.
It did pick up, and then he kind of disappeared. And it's like, how the fuck is he going to tie in? But then when he did tie in, he really didn't even tie in.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's face.
He stuck out for sure.
Oh, dude.
But you can definitely tell when it's him.
Yeah.
Because you see the big cheek line and the big jaw.
There's not very many 7'8" police officers.
And then when you see him, he looks like he's like vying for Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you see, and you're like, hey, remember earlier today when you picked that person up and threw them 75 yards?
Yeah.
But then it takes you 100 whacks to try to break a fucking aluminum door handle?
I know. Like, he's going at it. Dude, hard.
He was going ham.
I mean, what if it was Teflon?
Might be.
But no, he's adamantium. So he fucking
I'm just kidding. Teflon wasn't around in the 80s.
Aluminum. But no, I thought it was, it was fun.
It was fun. It was ridiculous. It was entertaining.
Very entertaining. Especially with,
some
with
decent
Donnie
kills.
here.
Mustaches of blown out hair.
Good God. Those
Bad
mustaches
wigs.
and exactly. Why did she keep wearing that wig?
That's the thing is like, I get it. Like she's going.
I can't get out of character. Damn it.
Like if she's going somewhere that like people might notice her, wear the wig. If you're going into City Hall where people already notice who you are, why are you still wearing the wig?
What if she doesn't get paid unless she wears the wig? And she's like, fuck you guys. This is double overtime. See? It was the 80s. The fucking police officer, he was a weatherman. So she's like, nope, I got to stay in character.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, I'm more, all right, I was almost brutally murdered. I'm going to take this shit off and I'm going to decompress, maybe not wear this hot-ass wig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
does your head not sweat?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I have short hair and I wear hats. And I was like, God damn, I need to let my dome air out.
yeah, what is it? 70% of your body heat leaves through your head?
Yeah.
Not hers.
Apparently not.
It leaves through her armpits for sure.
Or maybe she had heat stroke and this whole thing was
She was just in a coma.
hallucination.
Like a
None
heat
of this
stroke
actually
thing.
happened.
Exactly.
in the
It's just a
hospital.
coma. She doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Inception.
You've been dead for 17 years. Somehow we're going to get that into every single fucking episode. Every episode, somebody will be dead for 17 years.
Yeah.
So I guarantee it.
But
But
Cray's probably going to go back 17 years later, which is the newscaster cop, by the way.
Yeah.
good God. And he's not going to shave his mustache. He's going to have like a fucking tight ass, legit handlebar mustache
Oh,
with
yeah.
the curls.
Yeah, it was going to be like that master from Kill Bill. What's
He's
his
just
name?
going to keep twirling
Just
it.
the master from Kill Bill. And he keeps grabbing
What's
it
his
and
name, though? He
flicking
just
it.
Flips it over his shoulder.
Uh-huh. This arm is my arm, and this hand. Yeah, makes her do the 5-point palm explosion heart technique. But, no, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to Donnie. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's about time to wrap it up. You can hear the drink
That was fun. I appreciate it.
cracking.
Apologize to the listeners. Thought I can hang. Kraken definitely cracked up on me.
94 proof, dude. We usually try to get like God, I think the last time it was like this was Samuel Grant.
Yeah.
Just so smooth. And then, like I said, sneaks up on you at the end.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I wouldn't say it was smooth. I think I was just more excited, hanging out with some bros. That I'm pretty sure I just said thumb.
Yeah, right. You got scared during the movie. So, when you get scared, your adrenaline goes and then the alcohol goes through your system even faster.
Oh, for sure. I definitely sharted.
You were scared as soon as you're just like, oh, fuck, that's how you give CPR correctly? I've been doing it wrong for all these years. Like, god damn.
That's how their hair was?
Oh, wait a second. How much hairspray could you legally use back in the day? See? But
Man, that's a good point. All that Maniac Cop had to do was light a lighter.
that would have been a good fucking
Within 8 feet of that hair.
All that Aquanet.
And they were going up.
Aquanet.
That is-
God damn.
I'm pretty sure that hairspray is probably more proof than the goddamn Kraken we drink tonight.
Seriously. That's stuff.
They always said the cow farts are the things that broke the fucking holes in the ozone, but it's probably fucking all the 80s bands
Yeah.
with their hair. And again, brings me to I'm glad I was born when I was born. Mm-hmm. But I think with that, thank you, everybody. I think we'll just end it.
All right.
And yeah, until
Until the next one.
hell yeah,
We'll see you.
berated, be rated. Fuck everybody else who
No coattail riders.
exactly.
Never underestimated. All right, we got to cut that one out because that
Right.
one was bad.
What'd you say?
It'll
B
probably
rated
stay.
or berated, berate. I'm fucking done.
Berated, B-rated.
Berated, berated. Never underestimated. Sometimes constipated.
Good.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. We are available on Apple, Google, Stitcher, and Spotify. Give us a like and subscribe if you like what you hear.